Hey everybody, Lance here. I'm going to show some of the trades for today, Wednesday, January 12th, 2022. If I sound a little stuffed up, I'm getting over a cold or Omicron or whatever the heck I have. I tested negative for COVID, but it may have been early on, so who knows. Anyhow, if you saw my last video, you know I've been using a system that has a 90 tick target and a 30 tick stop loss. And it's been going quite well. Each trade wins 3 times more than it loses. And you have to be very precise with your entry. So utilizing a lot of the techniques that I explain in detail. If you go into my playlist, you'll see my webinar I did for Futures IO called Taming the Beast, how I trade NQ, and I go into a lot of detail for those who aren't familiar with some of the setups. But let's get started on today's trades. First one, and I'm going to show most all these trades unfold when I'm in them in real time, instead of just scrolling through the trade. A lot of people, would probably like to see what it's like to be in a trade that's going 90 ticks. And since market was moving pretty volatile today, these trades don't last that long. Okay, first one. I thought I had an M-shaped second wave here. I obviously was going the wrong way. That lost in a couple of seconds, 30 ticks. That was my first trade. Okay. By now, we had definitely looked like we were starting to move down. I let price pull back to this area. Did an A-shaped second wave as we pulled back to the little resistance area. Now, I don't touch these trades once I'm in them. I'm at an auto break even, 75 ticks. Besides that, I do not touch the trade. These are set and forget. And right there, that was 90 ticks in real time. You can see it took less than a minute. And price was moving very fast, very volatile. Okay, we made another push down. We started having trouble getting through this little area. I call that a speed bump. I color code it with yellow. Means I think it can get through it, but it's going to take a few attempts. What I was waiting for to see if we would get pulled back to this area. And if so, give me a little opportunity to go short again for another 90 ticks. And this is all in real time. And you can watch. The minute I see a little bit of an A forming, I'm in. Because I want my stop, if possible, just behind that swing. So the entries have to be very precise, like you're scalping. But 90 ticks isn't really considered a scalp to most people. And again, for people who say, 90 ticks is a lot. Well, when price is moving fast, it's not that much. And you can see I do not touch this trade. It'll automatically break even at 75 ticks. And that is all I do. I do not touch it. It can come right back up now to my entry. I'm not getting out. It can come within a tick or two of hitting my stop loss. I'm not getting out. It just does what it does. And it feels good. When you try to control these trades, it's very stressful. Your adrenaline gets going.
Target fell.
And it hits the target. Okay, we had failed to get through this little area a couple of times, kind of battling around the 15,900 area. My 2-minute definitely said downtrend, but we shot up out of here pretty good. I considered this a little mini impulse wave. You can see I waited for a little added confirmation from a W formation second wave. Got in with a fast enough to keep my stop behind this. Now the main obstacle here to me that I marked off was this area, this little swing area. And even though it's not a major resistance, on NQ, like I've always mentioned, price has these little swing areas that it finds, some challenging to get through them. So I don't know at this point if this trade's going to win or lose because I don't know if it's going to get through here. And we're definitely counter trend. And you can see now it's really popping. This is all real time. I'm not speeding this up. This is what it looks like on a 5-range chart. Very fast. And the old me from a while back would have definitely wanted to get the hell out of this trade. I'd be like, this is too stressful. Let's break even. Let's just go on and take another one. That's not how this system works. You must sit there and let it do its thing, win or lose. You have to be willing to lose to win on this system, if that makes any sense. Otherwise, the mathematics of it, the statistics, everything is skewed when you start interfering and you think you know whether it's going to win or lose. I don't know at this point. It could lose. I don't even care. My heartbeat isn't even raising because I know the winners are out there and they make up for the losers. All right, now it's starting to, get through this area. Still could fail, could still lose. There's the 7. Now I can't lose. It hit 75 ticks.
Target
And
failed.
bang, another 90 tick winner. Okay, so far with the 3 90 tick winners and the 1 30 tick loss, this is where I was at. Now if you notice while I'm trading, I don't have the P&L up with the chart trader. I like to execute trades on my other screen. And I'm not really focused on my P&L after the trade's out, because if I'm losing, I don't want to see these numbers. If I'm winning, I don't want to necessarily quit just because I'm up. So psychologically, I don't focus too much on P&L until the day is over. And I thought at this point, I did pretty good. Maybe it's time to call it a day. So I started making this video, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw something happening around 10:30. Okay, so I stopped making my video here that I was making, and I pulled my charts back up because at 10:30 or so, started seeing a very strong selling move. This pop happened in just a couple of seconds. So, and I noticed we hit a little area here I marked off on the 2-minute chart, and we still had some ways to go. I think this was a pretty good support area. So I also know that when we get some of these moves, you don't always have a really big pullback. I was looking for kind of a shallow pullback. We got up to this area, which was 15,950. Now remember, the 50 areas and the 00 areas can often be support and resistance areas. So I started seeing it push back down, saw 2 little identical little tails here, kind of a mini M formation. So I just said, you know what, I'm up pretty good. If the trade loses, I'm done for the day. I still made over 2K, so it's not a big deal if I lose. And
Order failed.
I took the trade. It's very tight. Stop there. We have to get through some of this stuff. And I'm not worried if I lose it. And it's working its way down. Again, real time. Every one of these trades I've shown has been in real time. Let me know if you think it's dull to have them unfold in real time and just scroll through them like I usually do, or if you like watching the trade unfold in real time. Let me know if in a comment if you don't mind watching these trades so you get a feel for what it's like. You can see I already broke even here.
Target filled.
There's another 90 ticks. So a really good day. The system has been very good. My losing days haven't been too big, and definitely get made up for by these winning days. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video.